That's more of the climbing up
What are
here.
you doing, Aloy? This path leads to the cut. The Banuk have nothing to offer besides useless mysticism. The Eclipse won't stand idle while you waste time playing in the snow. Return to your desk.
I was thinking, Banuk shamans thread blue cables through their skin, right? Kind of like someone else we know, huh? So maybe the real reason you want me to stay clear of the Banuk is to stay clear of your past.
It's not my past that consumes me, Aloy, but the Master Override.
I wonder if that's the
Which is
game.
why you should stop prattling and get back to what matters. But as usual, you do as you wish.
Touchy.
So I didn't expect that. I didn't know he would say that. Kind of makes me wonder if I should go back to do the Master Override quest and then come back to this later. But since we're already here and I don't want to go through yet another loading screen without something happening, we're going to try this combat section up here. I know there's a combat section up here because I've done this so many times. Say hello to a Daemonic Scorcher.
This one's a new predator. See the heat coming off it.
Override impossible. Demonic machines are more powerful and have stronger elemental resistances than their normal counterparts. They are a force to be reckoned with. Okay, I did see that it was weak to freeze though. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out my warbow, and I was going to pull out my elemental sling, and we're going to hope that I can actually take him down. Here we go. Boom, that's a lot of fire. I knocked something loose. Whew. Tell you what, I had it a bit easier of a time than I did the first time. Ouch, I fought it, but still, the fight. In and head. Oh shoot! What the? Yeah, demonic is a good name for this thing. Goodness gracious! Get down, down, kitty, down. Ow! Freak. I forgot it does that. Down, kitty. Stay dead. Good night.
I'd have to ditch something.
I am not missing out on a Scorcher Heart the first kill, so I'm going to chunk some things. Look for matching items. Also with these, I can just chunk away. Alright, that's the kind of stuff that we got to deal with in this game. Is it still like Skyrim for you, Eon Blaster? Would you rather fight a dragon or fight one of those? Let me see. That should be good. Get a Scorcher Heart. Oh, and I leveled up, so I got a skill point, so I can go into my skill window. And let me get the All Mount. I have 2 more points. 2 more skills to go. Huh. Weird. DLC. Up the mountain. It is eerily quiet. Freeze weapons are going to be key focus of this section. Usually machines like what we fought are weak against fire. Whoa.
Everything's freezing. Me.
Good night.
Okay, that's a welcome, I guess.
Okay, that was his horn blowing. Okay. Hi, hello.
You sure you'll be warm enough up here, Nora?
I've worked up a sweat from the climb.
You got a point though. Let's go into my inventory. I believe I have a Banuk, Sickness Eater, Ice Hunter. There we go. Might as well wear more fitting attire. Unfortunately, this is not strong against fire. Ironically enough, Karja armor is strong against fire. What I'm gonna need to wear when fighting these beasts.
You made it to the cut, Outlander.
Not that you'll stay long.
Whoa, what? Hey, does
Smoke rising from
somebody
the mountain.
watching look up real quick?
Too. What's it for?
Does Colorado-Utah border have a volcano? Someone look that up real quick, because that looks like a volcano. We got Song's Itch.
Ray's been gone a long time, but she will return. You must believe she will return. The young hunters have learned a lesson from Thunderstrom. Sometimes, loss is the price of survival.
That's a blue. I like the color blue.
To be Banuk is to know that death may rise up to meet you at any moment.
That's depressing. Where everybody's going.
Must be something big going on. Most of the village is moving towards that smoke.
Anybody? Just look it up real quick, see if there's a volcano near the Colorado-Utah border.
That is all.
'Cause that looks like a volcano.
This many hunters since the war with the Karja.
Like we were gonna quick save. I don't want to do that fight again. Alright. Cutscene. That could,
Get ready for a rare sight, Nora.
that's an awesome.
Bergrand, purveyor of necessities. Most of the time, the Banuk burn their dead, but not today.
Because the bodies couldn't be recovered.
Aye, a nasty business. All their best warriors lost.
Do
They're
what?
getting a different kind of send-off.
Quite a send-off. Wait, that's Flint Hawks. They are somehow able to commune with the Glint Hawks well enough to get them to do that? The Banuk are something special. And that looks like a neat spear. That is a...
Grasp your grief, my hunters, and kill it. For our kin sees the fate all Banuk long for. Falling with their spears striking steel. Their struggle is over now. You have witnessed their spirits rise up into the blue sky and beyond to the blue light. But our struggle is only beginning. Soon, we will again take up the hunt against the demon that frenzies the machines against us. And so I ask you, can you summon the courage of our fallen kin? Will you fight and die as well as they did?
I tell you what, I'm inspired.
My spear! Our blood is in your teeth, Aratak!
We are Banuk. Our enemies are prey.
The daemon. That frenzies the machines.
Machines that wiped out their best. And what do they want to do? Go back up there. Fools. A little advice, for free.
Aloy.
Aloy. I've been up here for 2 long winters, and I still can't make sense of the Banuk. Take this ruckus. It started with one of their shamans, Aurea, spouting on about spirits and demons up on Thunder's drum. So they march their Warwick up there, and half of them get slaughtered by machines. When Aurea vanished, I thought the crazy might have gone with her, but no. Here's Big Aratak, gearing them up to do it all over again.
What is it about the Banuk you can't make sense of?
Well, everything's a test to them. A hardship to endure. A challenge to survive.
Seems like they don't have much of a choice in a place like this.
Yeah. A land cold enough to crack teeth, filled with wild animals. You'd think they'd accept a little reasonably priced aid. Well, believe me, I've tried to convince them. But a Banuk with nothing left to prove might just lie down and die.
And Aurea is the one who spoke about this daemon?
That's right. Told Aratak and the others that it lives up on Thunder's drum. And they believed her.
But you don't.
Look, I don't know what Aurea found up there. A shaman's not going to talk to an outlander. The machines in the cut are getting more vicious, that's a fact. It could be because of the daemon, or it could be because they all got indigestion, for all I know. But Aurea's not around to explain. She took off, and no one knows why.
Okay. I'll track her down.
Have you ever heard of a man named Silence? Tall, deadly serious, cables in his skin? Like a shaman?
I've heard that name once or twice, but always whispered. Like some boogeyman the Banuk want to forget. I'm not sure what went down, but I got the impression he messed with the Conclave. Or they...
Conclave?
Conclave.
All the most important shamans gather in Banur from time to time to keep up with the latest mumbo-jumbo. No idea how they all fit into one tent without those crazy headdresses getting locked up on each other. Aurea's been to that shindig, but when I asked her what it's like, she just gave me a dirty look. So if you want to know more, you'll have to find her and make her like you, I guess. Good luck.
Is Aratak a renowned warrior around here?
He's a Warwick chieftain. His voice carries a lot of respect. Not that you hear much of it. Man talks about as much as a dead fish. But when he and Aurea came to town with their Warwick, it drew more Banuk to this little burg than I'd ever seen. You know what else I saw, Aloy? My own little trade route, stretching all the way back to the claim. Then, he goes and leads them off to their death at the claws of angry machines. So much for my best customers.
What are these Warwicks about, Bergrand?
Yeah, that's a
Some
good
sort of
tribe.
tribe within the tribe?
Yeah,
Good question.
not like our clans back home. You don't get born into these things. They hold tryouts. Prove your best at something and you might get a place. Some Warwicks come and go. Some last as long as metal. The whole Banuk territory, Banur, is just a bunch of the biggest, oldest werricks.
I'm not sure if I'm less confused or more confused.
Well, here's the sure thing. Each werrick has a chieftain and a shaman. They make the decisions. All well
I'm
and
glad this
good,
guy is here to drop all this
except the
exposition.
chieftains are hard-headed, and the shamans have their heads in the clouds.
You said you've lived out here for 2 winters?
Aye. Back home, some fur traders told me about this steel-forsaken heap of tents. Good location. Ripe for change. We were barely scraping by until this place started filling up for Araya. A great prophet is coming, they said. I heard prophet. Honest mistake. Not that the Banuk are stingy, they just prefer to keep trade among themselves. We could get through to enough of them. We could really put this place on the map. Or at least on a map.
Yeah, who's we?
Me and my daughter. My assistant, Barja. My assistant and my daughter. We seem to get along better as business partners.
That's
My
odd, since
mother
usually
wanted to
business is
show
bad
her
for family.
trade. She started tinkering with weapons. Say, when you need a break from this Banuk carry-on, stop in and see her. You're both, how do I put it?
Wait,
No. Independent. Look for her at Long Notch, the easternmost Banuk camp.
I want to know more about this Daemon.
It's crazy talk, Aloy.
Or there's something to it. Something connected to how the machines behave.
Then you need to find Araya. She was last seen headed for the mountains they call the Ice Rests. I've heard only the shamans know the trail beyond those frozen peaks.
Okay.
But I do know where you could find her apprentice, Naltuk. He went north of the river, chasing rumors.
Rumors?
Not the good kind. Sudden attacks in the snow. Strange new structures. Some say a new machine, like no one's seen before.
I'm definitely interested. Thanks for the talk, Bergrand.
Don't mention it.
I wonder if Aratak could tell me more about Araya or Thunder's Drum.